Hey folks, welcome to the MasterThatRiff. For this lesson we're going to be learning how to play No One Knows by Queens of the Stone Age. So before we get stuck in, we need to make sure we're in tune. Now this one's quite a bit of down tuning. We're actually 2 whole steps down here. So from standard tuning we go back a tone, then we go back another tone. Now on a standard set of gauge strings, the strings are going to get really floppy if you're doing that. I've got 11s in this guitar and even that is pretty floppy. So something like 12s or 13s, it's quite good in a kind of standard scale length guitar if you're going to down tune this far. But you know, if you want to go for it and try it, why not? So our E is now down to the C. Low C here. Our A is down to an F. This D is down to B flat. This G is down to an E flat. This B string is down to G, and then this high E string is now down to a C. Okay, so this whole riff, it's not too bad. It's more like the rhythm and the feel of it is tricky to get. It's all based around an E minor chord away up here, at the 7th fret. So what I'm playing here is, I'm banging across the 7th fret, A, D, G, B strings, and I'm playing the 9th fret of the D with the 3rd finger, 9th fret of the G with the 4th finger, and then my 2nd finger is playing the 8th fret, that B string there. So the opening 2 bars, what you're playing is kind of that chord, a stab, and the stab comes in and beats 1, 3 in the 2 bars. So it kind of goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and this is a good point to talk about this whole kind of feel in the track. You've got this kind of staccato feel, which means the notes feel as if they're cut short. So when I'm doing that down, once I've done it, I mute with the right hand, so there's no sound after that. So it's get a bit more of a kind of punch, kind of a short, snappy kind of attack. Okay. Now once you've done your 2nd bar, so you've done your kind of 4th of these E minor chords, we have this slide down an X. What I'm going to do is just slide from kind of 10th fret of the low string here, and just kind of slide down, just like that. So it kind of goes, and then I play that open string at the end of it, and again that's a note that's cut short. But that cut short open C string in this case is the kind of start of the 2-bar riff that we repeat. So the opening kind of 2 bars plus the very first note of the riff sounds like this. Okay, and make sure that slide is nice and even, so don't go slide down quickly or take ages to get down. It's on one beat, 1, 2, should sound like that. Okay, so we just slid down and then played this open C string, and that's the kind of start of the rhythm, start of the riff. So we do this, then we have this, and a slide down again. So what I'm doing here is I'm going back up to kind of my little E minor shape, but now I'm moving my pinky, so it's on the 10th fret of the B string. I'm holding the exact same chord shape again, just move that pinky. This is kind of like an E sus4 chord. What happens though, I'm not worrying too much about what strings I'm going to hit, but generally you want to hear this little melodic idea on the top. And what that is 10 on the B string, then 8 on the B string, my 2nd finger is, because that's remained where it was, and then my pinky moves to the 9th fret, the G string, for the end of that. So when I'm actually playing it, I'm probably hitting like the D, G and B strings, but the G string kind of gets muted with the underside of the 3rd finger there, which makes the melody note pop out a little bit more. Okay, now rhythmically what I'm going to do is this, down, again cut short, and then I do down, up, to get my 10-8 sound, like that, and then that 9. And what I'm doing there is I'm playing really the D and the G string and the 9th fret there. So it kind of goes like this. Okay. So from the kind of slide at the end of the intro 2 bars sounds like this. And then you do this again. Same rhythm, okay? And then at the very end you do your slide again, which leads into the open string to start it again. So if I play If I play the intro 2 bars, because it makes sense, kind of continuity with the slide, and I'll play this 2-bar riff once. This is what it sounds like. So it goes 1. Okay, so that's what we do. If you think of those 2 bars with this little bit, we do that twice. The third time we have a slight variation. We do this. I've got a little bend there, so what I do, same again, hit that chord there, but now what I'm going to do is bend. Now, the thing is, it's weird to do this because you're holding down the chord shape. What you can do, it's quite a good little finger independence exercise, is you're really going to bend this note with the pinky there in the B string. You can pull down or push up. If you pull down, you might pull it off the fingerboard, so just experiment, see how it goes. But I'm also using the second finger to support that 4th finger. So it kind of does this. You could take the 3rd finger off if you want to get the bend a little bit more. So those kind of 2 bars do this. Okay. And then the last 2 bars of the riff, we do the same. We have this little harmonic bit. So what I do, same bar as before, starts with the open string, we do, and then we play the 9 and the 9 on the D and G string again. And then what I'm going to do is, my barring finger, my 1st finger, lightly rests on the G and the B strings there to get a 7th fret harmonic. So I'm just above the 7th fret there, the actual strip, the metal strip, and I just hit the G and B strings and let it ring. And rhythmically that kind of comes in beats 2s, it kind of goes 1, 2, like that. So if I play the whole riff slowly, it goes like this. Okay, so it's a great riff, just from the pure kind of bouncy rhythm kind of point of view of playing it. Plus it's this great idea of taking a chord shape and just moving the pinky about to give you a kind of little melodic movement on the top rather than just kind of playing the chord all the time. Okay, so have fun with that. As usual, check out Facebook page. There's lots of stuff up there, as I always say, that you won't see in the YouTube channel. And follow the Twitter feed as well if you want to keep up to date with stuff. Okay, so until next time, have fun.